Good evening, beautiful ladies. It is so nice to see you. I hope everybody had a wonderful week.
All
Great,
right.
great.
Hey,
Chilly.
That was a great week. Yes, productive.
oh, good. Productive week at work. That's always a positive. Always a positive. And you
Yes.
so funny. How was your week?
It was good. It was just chilly, but
Good.
good.
I know, girl. And you know what? It's going to be like 80 next week. The weather's going from like 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80 in
I
like the next
know.
7 days. That is
But then
crazy.
it went from 80, 70, 60,
It went
50.
right to
So it
30.
just did down and went, now it's doing that. That's
No,
all.
no, it's going back up. Hey guys out there. Hey, listen, we really appreciate you watching our videos. We have fun, as you can tell. So listen, click the bell, don't miss any content, but let your friends know. You gotta share, you gotta like. Come on, guys. We
We
are
are really trying to get our subscribership numbers up. So help us out, guys. Help us
yeah,
out.
thank you, Wendy.
Help
That's
some
right.
sisters out.
There you go. Exactly.
Click on,
You took
click.
the words right out of my mouth. So we are trying to build something here. We're trying to build something because we love sharing information and we have fun doing it. Right, ladies?
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
absolutely. It's
Absolutely.
informational and entertaining at the same time.
We
Because you know
try.
what? We believe that there is a silver lining. We
Silver
are not going
lining.
to give that. We are not giving that up. And hey, guys, you know what? I had this friend, and she would always say that you can date 12 years up or 12 years down. So basically, you can date a man 12 years older than yourself or 12 years younger than yourself. And there seems to be a trend today with older women dating younger men. Now, I'm going to just tell you, I got to this point in my life and I said, I want to date somebody in my age group because I've dated a lot of younger men because just like you said before, Bonnie, people didn't believe your age. And no, we're not sharing our ages. So don't even ask us.
Right.
But anyway, so
We're
I
all legal.
yeah, we are legal. Exactly, real legal. So I've dated, yeah, I've dated younger, on many occasions, and you know, I will have to be honest that they didn't know my real age anyway, so it didn't matter. But anyway, so I've done that, but I don't know if that's what I want to do now, even though it's widely accepted and whatnot. So what do you think about that? Where are you at? Where do you stand on that?
They call them May December relationships, okay?
Okay.
And there's nothing wrong with them. And sometimes they can work out beautifully, okay? In the end, like marriage and the whole thing. But then there are some times where the older woman is maybe taken for a sugar mama or,
That's true.
yeah, and that's what I would be afraid of. Not that I wouldn't date younger, I would, but it would have to be, under certain circumstances.
Certain conditions. Certain
Yeah.
conditions would have to come into play. What
Yeah.
about you, Bonnie? Because I know you, Bonnie.
Yes. Very rarely do I date my own age. No ifs, ands, or buts. It just happens that way. And as long as we can communicate and we're attracted to each other and everything is going right, I really don't have a problem with it. Me myself, I'm not looking to find a husband. So the age group doesn't make a difference to me. I just want to be satisfied. I want to be happy, put a smile on my face, and we can make it. That works for me. So
Right.
I don't care what age you are, but unfortunately, I have found with
You have
old
to be
men,
of age, though.
oh, definitely of age, and you have to be older than my child. Okay, so I don't want someone that she gonna turn around and look at that I'm dating. That's not
I
happening.
know we're gonna be
There
there.
are rules. There are rules.
You have standards.
I do have standards. I
Yeah.
definitely have standards.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to rob the cradle. I'm not looking intentionally for anybody. If it happens, it happens. But it has to happen where it works in my favor, or our favor, however you say it. But it's okay. I think it's okay.
Well,
Men do it all the time, and they've been doing it for centuries.
Long time.
yeah, they took a survey, guys, and 80% I know it was 81% of the women said that they would date a younger man, and 90% of the men said that they would date a younger woman. So within that 90%, you've got the spectrum of men there. You could have men from 20 to 90, so within that spectrum is our portion of men. So already I can't say what percentage, but already we've dropped a few percentages in terms of the availability of men because they're looking for younger women, in some cases. But you know what? We do not let that deter us because we still believe that there is a silver lining. So
There is a
And
silver
we're not surprised. The percentage is a little shocking. I wouldn't have put it that high. Okay. So we're not surprised by these statistics. I would love to see that broken down in
the age groups, maybe
even ethnicity or
that, yeah, because it's a big mix. That's everyone, pretty much.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it doesn't bode well. No, it doesn't look good for us. But it's just one study, one survey, right?
Right, but it does look good for us on the other hand. There's lots of available young women, young men, ladies.
But you have to have a young man that does want to date an older woman, an older
Absolutely.
woman. What
Absolutely.
I find is when I have dated younger men, they always say that they like older women. I'm not their first, I'm
Yeah,
probably won't be their last. So it's something that they like as well.
yeah.
It's not
I don't want to say fetish, but yeah, they
It's
kind
just
of
that
always
it's their
date older
preference.
women.
But you know what? Now,
Yeah.
now that we're talking about that, ladies, let's delve into that a little bit. Why do you think younger men, do you think that has anything to do with their mothers or what do you why do you think younger men like dating older women? And let's put the sugar mama part aside.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
put that on the side.
yeah.
Aside from that, why do you think that younger men like to date older women?
they like to be taught.
I
They
agree
like
with
to
that.
learn things. They like to experience new things. So things that you've already experienced, you introduce them to if they have not experienced it. And, they like living that better life, which an older woman can do for them. And I don't mean sugar mama. I
Yeah,
mean just introducing them to just
Different
nuances of
lifestyle
things.
and things like that.
yeah,
Yeah, no, you're absolutely
yeah.
right,
It's
Monica. I
almost
agree with
like
you.
they can learn different, just they just can expand their horizons. Really, it's exposure.
Yeah, definitely some growth potential there. So
Hmm.
ladies, this relationship therapist, her name is Coach Eileen Santos. I think she's Filipino, but anyway, she says that there is a growing acceptance of relationships between older women and younger men. So what that tells me is that when that people aren't, because normally if you see an older woman and a younger guy, especially if it's a younger guy who, let's say, is an urban guy for lack of a better word, and they know that he's a younger guy because of the way because of his swag, let's say. They're not looking at them, like, oh my God, she's with that young guy. It's normal. It's like it's becoming normalized. You know? How do you feel about that?
I think unless you look significantly older than the younger guy, you may just look on his spectrum. You may look in the same age group as him. You could be more mature, but not necessarily older looking. You could just be more mature than that
Right,
person.
right.
So I don't know how people always can tell that kind of thing unless you're going with your little baby cousin or something like that.
So Wendy, why do you think younger men like to date older women?
I think maybe it could have something to do with their first sexual experience or something like. I mean, I don't want to sound like a psychiatrist, right?
I know you,
You
you
know,
might be onto something there.
I really don't. I don't know why that is. You think it's some kind of mother issue or something?
I think in some cases it is, they may meet a woman who reminds them so much of their mother, especially if they had a very nurturing mother, so
Mm-hmm.
they could be drawn to that. And I agree with what Bonnie said. It's the experience. Older women can teach them things, and older women can bring them into different environments that they may not have um, been able to get into had they not been dating an older woman. And I think that the conversation, if they're looking for someone, because I've heard younger guys say, "Oh my God, I hate dating younger women because they can't hold a conversation, and the stuff they talk about is silly stuff." So those guys are a little bit more on the intellectual side. So I can see why they want to date an older woman. And not that all older women are intellectual by no means, because some of
Right, right, right. Yeah.
some of
You
anyway.
know, on what's his name? Oh gosh.
What's that?
Wait, let me try to get this right. Who slapped who on the Academy Awards? Will Smith slapped
Will slapped Chris,
Right.
yeah, Chris.
Chris Rock.
Rock.
Okay, so on Chris
I wanted to
Rock,
say Tucker, but Chris Rock.
I know that's why I didn't want to say anything. Chris Rock on his show, his recent show, right? He talked about that, now him and his wife are separated and whatnot, what it's like in the dating field, right?
Chris
And he
Rock.
said,
Chris Rock said that, right?
yes, he says it on his new show, right? So he says, well,
Netflix special.
thank you.
Mhm.
So he said, yeah, I couldn't wait to get out there and date younger women and whatnot. He says, but they're always saying, buy me this, buy me that, buy me this, buy me that. How looking this baby? How looking this daddy? How you like being this? How you like being that? And he says, that becomes old really, really fast. So he says, but dating older women, he says they're more confident, they're more sure of themselves, and sexually they have it going on. Okay, because they've been experienced, been out there, and this, that, and the other thing. So he said he didn't really want to admit that he liked going out with older women or women of his age category, but he did.
Okay,
So
that's interesting. Interesting. Well, and we never want to we never want to disparage anyone, but yeah, I can see that, and him, a person of his stature wanting to probably be in the company of an older woman. And because you know what, because first of all, he'd been married for quite some time. I think, was he married for quite some time? Because he
yeah,
said
he
for,
was.
in his 20s, and I know that both his children are by his wife. But ladies, listen to this. I've got I always come with some gems. So here, and we'll talk about these as we go along. So 9 reasons older women are attracted to younger men. She finds him physically fit. Do you guys agree with that? Have
I
you
guess that would be the most obvious reason.
so have you seen a guy that was younger, that was physically fit? You were like, oh my God. I'd like to talk to him. Come on now.
Oh, always. I meet a lot of guys I met in the gym. So
Oh,
yeah,
really? Okay.
a lot of guys I met in the gym.
Popping
And
pecs. Okay, Ronnie.
I know that should make me want to go back. At any rate, so yes, physical fit, that big stomach that men of our age bracket tend to have, and younger men don't tend to have it. So it does make a difference.
Ronnie, I don't know any men with that stomach. I'm sorry.
I've seen quite a few. I didn't say I know them and whatever, but they're out there.
I
Lots.
know them. I've seen them online on the dating sites. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
I've seen some as well. I ain't just being silly. So she finds him attractive. That's a no-brainer, because the average older woman isn't going to date. I think she's going to go after the physically fit, attractive guy. Right? Exactly. She's not going to go after the one that looks completely the opposite. She could get an old bald man for that. I mean, really. She feels confident. Oh, I think when you said that she feels confident in bed.
Hmm.
Now, let's be honest, ladies. Do you think that okay, so this is just hypothetical. No one's doing this out there in viewer land. This is just hypothetical. So do you think that if you were dating a younger guy and he was real agile and whatnot, and you weren't as much, would you be intimidated? Would you lose your confidence? Or would you ask him to work with you? Show me some stuff.
You might do either or.
I mean, I think that we could probably show them some stuff.
Well,
I'm just saying.
so basically, Wendy, you're saying no, you would not be
No.
your confidence would not Dwayne. You'd be
No.
okay. You'd be right up there, right up there.
Yes.
I like that. All right.
Ain't not twirling on the chandelier.
No, don't, it might fall. Don't try on the chandelier. This one I definitely think we would all agree with this one too. She finds a relationship more exciting.
Oh yeah.
I can see that. I can see that. But what you don't want with the exciting, what you don't want is the
It's
drama.
drama.
That is true, because with that excitement sometimes can be drama. Exactly.
Don't want that.
Well, you know what? Yeah, you got to vet them out first, because you definitely don't want no baby mama drama, because you don't have time for that. Okay.
Any kind. You don't want any kind of drama.
Any kind of drama.
No, that's
any
true.
kind of
No.
drama. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Financial or
She wants to feel youthful. So do you? You know what? I feel youthful anyway, so I don't need to date a younger man to feel that way. So
Right,
I can't relate to that. What about you, ladies?
I agree with you. I feel just the way I feel.
I think that they're talking about, like, he's gonna want to do some things that you haven't done in maybe 10 years.
Yeah, I don't want to mount.
But that's what I'm saying. I still do a lot of those things. I'm youthful.
But that's why I say it's the way you feel, you the person, because you youthful, you said you did this mountain and that mountain, and I'm saying I don't want to do a mountain. Okay, so listen, I don't want to listen. I had a friend, and he was older, and he wanted to do things that I didn't want to do, only because I don't do those kind of things.
But so were they things that you would say were more youthful, Vonnie, that he wanted to do?
It could go both ways.
Okay.
Sound like maybe daredevil, daring type of stuff.
Right. It's just things that I just knew I didn't want to do. I don't care what age you are. So, it depends on the person that you are.
Yeah, because some women do want to feel more youthful, especially I think if you've come out of a relationship, a marriage, and you were married for years and years, and you just kind of lost touch with each other. So I definitely think that type of woman, if she were in a relationship with a younger man, she definitely would want to feel more youthful, because after being in a relationship that may not have stayed the test of time, so to speak, she gets the validation she wants. That's like, well, this wasn't validation, but that's kind of similar to when Chris Rock was saying how actually the young women did they did want validation when they were constantly asking, he said how do I look in this, do you like this, so.
But they wanted validation after he paid for it. That was where the issue was. That was the issue. The issue was he bought it, and then they say, how you like me in this, daddy? How you like me in this, poppy? And using all of those cliches that older men don't really like to hear. They don't really want to hear you calling them daddy and poppy all the time.
That is true. Yeah, exactly, because they don't want to be thought of like that. They want to be thought of as youthful. You're right.
Right.
Right. Well, the only time they want to hear that is when the lights are off. Okay.
Right. Exactly.
Let's just be real. Okay. So Wendy, why don't you finish this up on the reasons that older women, you and Vonnie can finish this up on the reason that older women like to date younger men.
Okay. What? Okay.
I think I left off on number 5.
Okay, number 5.
I
Feel
think,
more useful. Okay, so no, you said validation.
oh yeah, so number 7.
Okay, so she's not dependent on him.
So what do you think about
Right.
that, Bonnie?
Um, I don't want anybody being dependent on me or I be dependent on them. At this stage of my life, I would like us to just be kind of equally yoked at this point, no matter what age you are. I'm not definitely going out and spending my little coins on you and vice versa. So that's not
Well,
what
no,
I'm.
you can have some coins spent on you. I'm sorry. I don't care what age you are.
Oh
Okay.
no, definitely that. But I'm saying I don't want it to be he's dependent.
Oh no,
No,
absolutely not. Absolutely not. No.
right. I don't want to be dependent on him. I don't want him to be dependent on me. I just want us to be equal in what we do. And if I
Right.
want to treat you, that's on me.
Right.
That's
I
what I
understand
want
that.
to do.
All right. I agree with you on that, Bonnie. Because nobody wants to, because you know what? The tables are turned. If you're dependent upon him, the tables suddenly turn. You're no longer in control. And I think
Right.
that most older women that date younger men, they want to be in control. What do you think, Wendy?
And that's the next one. The next one says, she likes to be in
There you go.
charge of the relationship.
Exactly. Exactly. So, because if you become dependent on him, you're no longer in charge of the relationship, right?
Mhm.
He's in charge of the relationship. Well, he thinks he is anyway. So,
Right.
and he might flex like he is, but she'll switch that up on him real quick.
Right, right, exactly.
What's our last one, Wendy?
That is the last one.
No, the last one is she likes
Oh,
attention that she showers on him, not that he showers on her.
oh,
She likes the attention he showers on her.
oh, okay, okay.
And you know, all of that kind of rolls together because she likes the attention he showers on her. That makes her feel more youthful, and that makes the relationship more exciting. You
But
know,
let me ask this question, and let's be real, okay? When you're in a relationship with a younger man, okay, do you get insecure because he is a younger man? He's out there, he's doing more things than you're doing because you're really already settled in the house, whatever, how that goes. And he's out there and he's coming over to visit if he's not living with you. Do you, as a woman older, get insecure with a younger man?
hey, audience out there, that's a question for you as well. We want you to leave.
Please do answer.
Do you get
Please answer.
insecure with a younger man? And you know what? Hey, Wendy and Bonnie, think about this. Do you think that older women get insecure with a younger man? Okay, so he's a younger man. He wants to go to this real upscale, I'm gonna say, semi hip hop restaurant, real funky restaurant. So it's got a lot of young people in there, and you know you're older, and you go in there with him. Are you gonna feel uncomfortable and insecure?
Good question. Somebody needs to answer.
What do you think, Wendy? Would you feel uncomfortable and insecure?
I was thinking about Bonnie's question before you posed that one. Now I forgot what Bonnie's question was.
Pretty much the same kind of thing. Do
Well,
you feel insecure with a younger man?
I see for me that if I dated a younger man, it would be just to have a good time.
And that's okay.
You know what I'm saying? It would not be expecting to last forever, or it would be just let's just see
Where it goes.
where it
But
goes.
guys, remember, Tina Turner married, well, and she didn't even marry him until she was in her 70s. Remember, she dated the Swedish guy. I think he was Swedish because that's where she lives right now in Sweden. But
Right.
anyway, she was in her, I think, 50s, and he was in his 30s. And they stayed together and they finally got married, I think, when he was in his 50s and she was in her 70s because she's in her
There's
80s.
a lot, especially entertainers. They tend to date younger men. You
Right.
know, Gosh, I
Yeah.
can't even think of her name, but there's so many.
Cher and Madonna. And
Madonna, that's what I was trying to think
definitely.
of. Yeah,
that's a little
you
bit
know,
of a microcosm, like a
right,
little bit.
Cher, all those ladies, and they've been doing it for a long time.
Yes.
It's just that they've
Yes.
gotten older, and now the news is catching up to them and saying, "Oh, you're dating a younger man." But well, you know what? 20 years ago, I dated a younger man too, but you didn't have anything to say about it.
Right,
Didn't
exactly.
notice. Yeah.
So
Nobody noticed.
Well,
right,
I'm going to tell you, I will tell you this, that the possibility, okay, if you know that you're going to this restaurant and you know what the crowd is like, I think that the smart woman is going to dress a little bit more edgy. I think she's going to dress a little, because that's going to give her a level of security, dressing a little bit more edgy and carrying herself, I'm not going to say, with a little bit more swag. Even though you can still look at her and you can tell that she's older, but I think an older woman that's really smart, that's really feeling the younger guy, if they went to an establishment like that, she's going to pre-plan and she's gonna be rocking it when she walk up in there, and those young girls are not gonna be able to say anything but, "Ooh, I like her shoes." But anyway, guys, so I don't, this conversation hasn't really swayed me. I still want to stay in my age group. I haven't changed my mind about that thus far. So, what, and Bonnie, I know you've never had a mind there that was there in that respect. So you can't change it. What about you? Well, you said that you would, Wendy, but you said it would just be for fun anyway. So
I wouldn't expect anything.
nothing serious to become of it.
You're
But
right.
you know what?
Excuse me.
And ladies, that's not, hey guys, Bonnie had to step away because
Sorry.
Blueberry was probably acting up.
Yes,
Blueberry is probably acting up.
he
But
was acting up.
but anyway, we just wanted to share that with you, that there definitely seems to be a trend of older women dating younger men. So don't be intimidated. If you see a younger man and you feeling him, hey, holla, just holla. Why not? Right,
Why
ladies?
not?
I mean, what are your last thoughts, ladies, on that? What do you think?
R. Kelly says.
Now we don't want to use R. Kelly as an example.
I know.
Let's
But is age just a number?
Age is just a
yes,
number.
it is just a number.
It is just a
And you know
number.
what? I don't know if you guys seen this woman on Instagram. She is Caucasian, beautiful woman. And she might be in her 50s or 60s, but she's talking about how clothing doesn't have an age. And I agree with that to some degree. I mean, if you're 60, don't put on some booty shorts. No. But you can put on trendy, funky outfits and look fly and keep it moving. So with that respect, yes, age is just a number. Ladies out there, you want to date younger, age is just a number. You want to dress fly and funky, age is just a number. You do you and enjoy life. That's what we say.
Exactly.
Enjoy life. Okay. Ladies, you know what? This was fun. We had a great time last week.
Great
I
time.
think we had a good time this week as well. So you know what? Please, ladies, let them know what we need.
Hey, you need to subscribe. You need to comment. You need to ring the bell and keep continuing to watch our series.
Please subscribe. Tell all your friends to subscribe.
And you know what? Comment. Give us some feedback. Let us know, like Wendy said
Please.
last week. Let us know what you want us to talk about. We always have something to talk about. But if there's some conversation that you think is more interesting, that might be something that more women might uplift. We're all about
We
uplifting.
will tackle it. Trust us. We will tackle it.
We will tackle it. So we are open, and we are not only are we open, we are open-minded. So
Yes.
have a great week, and we will see you in a couple weeks. And if you celebrated St. Patrick's Day, which I don't, happy belated St. Patrick's Day to all the people that did. And that's it.
Enjoy.
Have a good week. We'll see you
Have a
next
good
time.
week. Bye-bye.
Bye.